Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video. I'm trying to knock out a couple short ones here today. And now in this video I'm going to show you my Synapse collection. And it's not a very big collection. I have 5 Blu-rays and 4 DVDs that I'm going to show you. So this shouldn't take too long. Start out with The Long Weekend, which is the newest edition in my Synapse collection. And this is an Australian horror film. And it's about a couple that go on a little retreat and they kind of disrespect nature, and nature kind of disrespects them back in the end. And it's a good little film. I recommend it. I just went over this the other day on a update video, so I'm not going to go over it too much more, but I do recommend The Long Weekend, and go pick that one up. This one just came out a couple, 2-3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago tops, so you can go grab that one. Up next is Countess Dracula. This is the Blu-ray DVD combo, the Hammer Horror Collection. And this movie came out in 1971, and it stars Ingrid Pitt. You can see her there. Tall and curvy, very, very attractive. Right there's a nice shot of her. And this film takes place in medieval Europe, and Ingrid Pitt plays Countess Dracula. Here she is again. And she's a real bitch in this movie. And she's aging. And the only way that she can get her beauty back is if she bathes in virgin blood. So her right-hand man has to go out and abduct these young women. And there's the reversible art. Pretty cool cover. I don't know which one I like better. They're both pretty cool. I'm going to keep it like I have it, I think. This movie came out in 1971, and it's a pretty decent little film. I like it. I enjoy it, and I recommend it, so go out and grab Countess Dracula. Up next is Prom Night. This is the 1980 version starring Jamie Lee Curtis. It also has Leslie Nielsen, who plays her father. You can see Leslie Nielsen right there. And this movie kind of threw me for... I saw this movie many years ago, and I recently revisited it. And it kind of threw me for a loop, because there's a red herring in here, and I thought I knew who the killer was. And it turned out to be somebody completely different. So there's the original art right there. And you can see the Scream Queen is looking pretty busty right there. But this is a good movie. This is a cult classic. This was filmed in Toronto in 1980. And this was a drive-in cult classic for many, many years. That is Prom Night. I'm sure most of you have that one already. If you don't, go out and get it. Up next is Curtains. And I was glad to see this come out. This isn't a great movie, but for a while all we had was a DVD edition of this, and it was in a 4-pack. So now we finally have it on Blu-ray. And this movie came out in 1983, and it stars John Vernon. And there's the best scene in the entire movie, I think. For those who haven't seen the movie, I'm not going to wreck it. But that is the coolest scene. Everybody seems to remember that scene right there. So there's the whole picture of it there. Let's see. If you haven't seen the movie, I recommend it. Go watch it, and you will be happy. The quality looks great. The sound is perfect. And this is a good upgrade from the little 4-pack we had. So that's Curtains, 1983. Last DVD I have is 42nd Street Forever, the Blu-ray edition. And basically all this is a disc with trailers. And you can see here it says it's 80+ trailers over 3+ hours. And there was a DVD version of this. There was a DVD 1 and DVD 2, and both of those are in this edition right here. So, and it basically, it's just trailers from sleazy movies and horror films and, you know, exploitation type films. All the stuff that we love, right? So that is 42nd Street Forever. And just to give you guys kind of an idea, I don't know if you're not going to be able to see that, but there's films like Black Samson, College Girls, Dark Star, Deadly Spawn, Dr. Tar's Torture, Miss 45, which I need to get that one still. That one came out on Blu-ray not too long ago. Werewolves on Wheels, and movies like that. So just you got your sleaze and your horror and all that good stuff. And you can see Anthropophagus right there, and there's Deadly Spawn. So it's a pretty good little movie. You know, you can get some good ideas of movies that you want to pick up in the future. So that's 42nd Street Forever, the Blu-ray edition. Now up next I have 4 DVD titles. And up first is Christmas Evil. And I bought this on eBay probably over 10 years ago. And the guy sent it to me with these little tickets in this little plastic baggie, and I just taped it to kind of keep. I like the way that looks. That's kind of a cool little package that he sent. So I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And this is a pretty good little film. You know, it's it came out in 1980, and it's a psycho Santa Claus who has his own naughty and nice list. And if you're on his naughty list, well, you're probably not going to survive. So it's one of those slasher type films, and it has a young Jeffrey DeMunn in it who played Dale on The Walking Dead. It's kind of funny to see him. He's pretty young in this one. So that is Christmas Evil from 1980. And up next is a Frank Henenlotter film called Brain Damage from 1988. And you know, Frank Henenlotter was the director of Basket Case Trilogy and Frankenhooker. So you kind of know what you're going to get into with this. This is a comedy horror. This is the limited edition. And it's about a little creature. This guy wakes up one day and he has a little creature attached to the base of his stem. And it gives this guy like a euphoric feeling. But the creature demands, in order for the creature to keep giving him that feeling, he demands human victims, I guess, is the best way I can put it. So, yeah, I got some pretty good laughs out of this. It's not a serious movie, you know. It's a comedy horror, and you know you got to be in the right frame of mind to watch it. It's silly, but I had some good chuckles out of that one. And now up next is Thriller: A Cruel Picture, the limited edition, and this is the X-rated version. And this has hardcore sex in it, penetration and everything. And it's a rape revenge film. And some of the scenes are very hard to watch because the rape is very realistic. And this movie was made in Sweden, and it stars a Swedish actress named Christina Lindberg, who was 23 at the time this film came out, but she looks like she's all of 16 to me. I mean, she looks very, very young. I don't know if you can see that. She looks like she's about 15 or 16 years old, but she was 23. And she goes through some torture in this film, and it's hard to watch. And she claims, I watched an interview with her one time, and she claims that that was not her having sex, that it was a body double. So you guys watch the movie and make up your own minds about that, but there she is again. I mean, she looks like she's about 13 in that picture right there. But I mean, she is a very pretty girl. Just looks a little bit too young. And this movie came out in 1973. And there was another version of this too. There was it came in a yellow case, and it was the rated R version, so it didn't have the hardcore nudity and all that stuff. So if you're going to pick this one up, make sure you get the one in the red case and not the yellow case, because the yellow one is the cut, and this one is full uncut. So that is Thriller: A Cruel Picture. And up last is Black Roses. And this came out in 1988, and it was also known as Freak Show. And it's about a heavy metal band who are demons, and their music possesses the crowd. And it doesn't, I don't think it's supposed to be a comedy, but it sure was pretty funny to me. And you don't really take this one serious. I mean, just look at that guy's makeup. It already looks funny to me, but the music is pretty good, and the film is decent. So that is my small Synapse collection. And comment below, let me know which ones you have, and give me any recommendations of ones I should pick up. And until next time, I will catch you guys later.